Sergeant Hank Voight has dealt with numerous enemies and antagonists over the years in Chicago PD, from drug lords to authoritative figures. However, Voight may have met his match in Chicago PD Season 12 in the form of Deputy Chief Charlie Reed, who begins to reveal his true intentions to Voight after Torres suffers the loss of his informant, Gabriella. Reed intends to use Voight and his intelligence unit for his own nefarious purposes. Voight's current predicament with Reed allows the sergeant to not only take down a corrupt cop but also confront all of his issues. Hank doesn't follow his own principles a lot of times, even though he is devoted to his work in solving crimes and saving lives. However, it's no secret that Voight has plenty of baggage that has gotten him in trouble and could have ended his career many times over. From murder to handling crimes his own way, Voight has a chance to end that part of his career and take down Reed the right way. Reed is the original version of Hank Voight in Chicago PD. Reed is the antagonistic portion of Hank. Chicago PD Voight in emotional proximity. Charlie Reed represents the ruthless and corrupt portion of Hank Voight. These include manipulating others to get information, planting evidence to execute warrants and close cases, and taking down suspects without justifiable cause. While Reed's actual intentions with Voight are slowly being unveiled, it seems he intends to have a hold on Voight and his crew so he can proceed with his own dirty work. Reed also has that rare ability out of anyone on the show to confront Voight and have his way with him. Aside from knowing that Torres slept with his previous informant Gabriella, Reed also shows some malicious behavior in Season 12, Episode 15, Greater Good, where he is okay with allowing a new drug kingpin to take control after the murders of a brother and sister. It was also revealed that Reed had control over an attorney who was involved with the case, showing the power Reed has over people reminiscent of Voight. Voight deciding to take down Reed proves that his old self's version of justice is wrong. Voight needs to confront his own demons. Chicago PD Voight and Kevin. While Voight had a reputation for murdering criminals and killers out of vengeance and pursuing justice outside the system, he always told himself he was doing it to defeat bad guys and get innocent people, including his unit, out of trouble. Reed appears very similar in his methods, but by contrast, he appears more selfish and malicious in his methods because he doesn't care who gets killed or caught to get what he wants. Regardless, by viewing Reed's intentions, Voight will realize his old self's version of justice is wrong. For Voight to take down Reed, he had to recognize that his old methods of fighting crime, from torturing criminals in his cage and interrogation rooms, to going after suspects on his own or fabricating warrants, were wrong and had to end. The unit's methods for justice have also evolved throughout the show because, rather than the go-get-em attitude and shoot first and ask questions later, the protocol has to be followed in every investigation. Voight enters the final stage of his rehabilitation in Chicago PD. Voight needs to completely let go of his corrupt ways. Voight's pursuit of Reed and figuring out his true intentions with the unit will be the sergeant's final stage of rehabilitation because it will finally give him a chance to let go of all his old wounds and his corrupt methods of police work. After suffering an emotional loss to Olinsky and his disputes with Chicago PD's Jay Holstead and Haley Upton over how to handle cases, Voight can bury that baggage in the past to secure his and his unit's future. Reed will be Voight's greatest challenge because Reed himself admits that he and Voight are the same type of police officer. However, Voight's ace in the hole will be Chapman, who confessed to having feelings for Voight and is willing to help him in any way possible. Chapman's assistance and her ability to get close to the sergeant will help Voight overcome his ability to trust others when he is in peril. Voight will also have to be open and honest with his unit since Reed may also have allies of his own in Chicago PD.